just had a guy on his podcast about that was on a reality program. I forget the guy's name, but he does Life Below Zero, which is I think on National Geographic.
Yeah.
And a guy lives out in the fucking woods in a plywood shack kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Anyways, he had this guy on a show, and pretty neat show, pretty neat episode. Other than that, I haven't been listening to Joe Rogan here lately. I haven't been listening to anything.
I know.
I've mainly been catching up TV.
I finally. I for some reason, you know how normally I'm always listening to different podcasts. I had stopped that for a while too. Finally, I gave in and listened to Fat Man Beyond today. I covered an episode with Mark and this guy Phil Lamar. That fucking episode. I was laughing the entire time. That is just too fucking fun. Those two they were funny, legitimately funny. I thought a lot of the times because Kevin Smith's not there right now because he's doing the reboot thing.
Right.
I figured like, oh well, it's just gonna be Q&A with Mark, but this shit was funny.
I like Mark. I like Mark a lot.
He does well. Yeah, he brings. The more I hear him talk. You remember the actor that played the Urkel show?
The dad?
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
When he's talking, I close my eyes and I can picture that guy for some reason. I don't know why.
I can see that.
His voice is like, I'm like, oh gosh. In fact, that's what I thought he kind of looked like, which, I don't know. Does he? No.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, he did. No, he doesn't. But
I can see why he does kind of sound like him. What gets me with him is he's so intelligent. He's so very, very smart, and he's so well spoken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when he speaks, it's very, very. I don't want to say eloquent because that's not the right word. It's just he's very well spoken. He's very well versed. He's very
articulate.
Yeah, and sometimes, at least for me, because I am not that by any standard, it's kind of cool to hear.
I mean, there is a writing sample that was sent out for somebody's resignation. I mean, and people were like scratching their heads, going like, "He wrote this." Who the fuck wrote? Somebody must have written that for him. I'm like, yeah, okay.
No, I like to write. I get bored real easily. That's the problem.
Well, like I said, it was very well written letter. Probably guarantees you you will never be rehireable by this by this organization, but it was very well.
Well, I learned really quick when I had made the decision to leave that several people that tried to come back were not being allowed.
No, things are different. It's not. You know what? The reason why we do this and I'm doing this is to get away from that. So let's leave that hellhole in hell.
Be gone, bitch of Satan.
Oh, righty then. So.
No, talking about Mark Bernardin, I've always enjoyed listening to him talk. Another one that I've always enjoyed, I could listen to Joe Rogan talk for a long time too. He's very well spoken. At least he's got a good. I don't know. Every episode is a different topic, which is I like. Another podcast I really two of them that I really like. One is Jocko Willink. Mm-hmm. But that's very dark, very deep, and very heavy. So I can't listen to it every day. I need something a little bit more lighter. And then the other one is the one with LeVar Burton.
Oh, me, I usually float between obviously Fat Man Beyond, then something WTF, which with Mark Maron.
Okay.
I like. Then there's this something called ID10T. Which, if you look at it, it spells idiot. But I like to listen to that too. And of course, obviously stuff they don't want you to know. Yeah, that's
Right.
that's just things that I usually float around. But lately, I had not been listening to anything. I was just too tired. Everything. I don't know.
I was burnt. I think I was just burnt out.
Well, that and I mean, during that time, I guess is when you moved to the East Coast, and I was like, well, what the hell? Are we gonna continue doing this? What the fuck, you know?
Right.
And I was like, I even stopped I even stopped doing the Powerhouse for a while, and I think that's when we slumped and we lost most of our audience.
Right.
And we're sorry. We apologize.
Right. We're trying to get you back. We're trying to win you back.
Yeah,
We've been doing a lot better.
I think so. I think so. I mean, we're like I said. What I want to do is take it to the next level and start. I don't know. Somehow, right now, what we're doing is we're doing what 10 million other motherfuckers are doing, which pisses me off because I mean, you know, we're going down the interwebs and stealing information and putting it back out there.
Right.
And but I mean, like you were talking about that podcast about survival. That is something
Right.
that it's unique, something that you like to do, putting your twist and your spin on it. You see, that's like original content that I mean, you know, sure it can
Right.
be duplicated, yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think that's where we got to go. Uh,
Hey, if you guys know some ideas, hit us up. Let us know.
yeah, cursory.overload@gmail.com, or go to
That's right.
cursoryoverload.com and go to the contact page.
Bingo.
Yeah, which
That works even better.
just renewed that, so we're good. I'm not dropping the ball like I did with pdgpodcast.com. Yeah, but
Well, we got a lot of good things going. We got more things in the pipe works.
oh yes,
Um,
more coming.
and yep. And I'm going to get with my son. I would love to see if maybe we could even do something with the video
Mm,
for the YouTubes.
I would definitely love to do that.
You know what I mean? Like, remember how we were talking the other night? That would be awesome.
Oh yeah,
And maybe even
we got to make that happen.
play some games or something. That'd be awesome. I've been on this idea for a long time. I think it'd be awesome if you were to take old people like me and you, give us brand new game systems. Yeah, or I don't know. They don't have to be brand new, but PS4, PS4s.
Maybe we shouldn't put it out there.
Okay,
Maybe we should.
we
just
won't
do
put it out there.
Maybe we
All
should
right, we'll just fucking do it. Damn it! Sorry,
No, I'm just
it's
saying.
an old.
Here we're talking about it. Next thing you know, next week we heard two old motherfuckers.
Right, 5
Wait a
million
minute.
people are doing it. What?
Hey, wait a
Get the
minute.
fuck out of here,
Those two,
you jackasses!
they're
Get off my lawn!
That's my bitch. Stop fucking my bitch.
Stop it! Stop it! Oh, don't you put your pee-pee in? Oh, damn it!
That's basically. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, that's kind of one idea that I had. I thought that would be really cool.
Yeah, no, it sounds
And-
really cool. It's just remember when we first decided that we were gonna do this, and we said, okay, got serious. Started with the Powerhouse, which it was really Pato the Ghost Rider, which I didn't even name. That's just the name that when I signed up as Pato the Ghost Rider, Spreaker gave it that Pato the Ghost Rider show.
Okay.
Remember how I was like, okay, we were very protective of this podcast name. I wouldn't put it out there until you went and registered.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that idea you got, I think you got something there. So let's
Okay.
let's put it to
All
work.
right. Well. Okay. Let's do it. I will get with Devin, and he'll teach me how to do it. Using that other app, we could do it that way.
And like I said, we might require a little investment in cameras or something so that you could see it from my end. Or
Right. That ain't much.
okay, no, not anymore. Luckily, technology's advanced so much. Things are not as expensive as they used to be. It's just
No.
us learning new tricks. Teaching an old dog new
I
tricks.
think that's the hardest problem with this is the fact that these young bucks coming up, they grew up with this shit, so it's second nature to them. And that's something I have to talk to my son about a lot. I'm like, dude, you know this world, you know all this tech stuff. I don't. You have to rewind these steps. I need okay, baby steps. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For
of
you to
course.
jump from
Yeah.
for him to jump from step 1 to 60. That's just okay. That's just easy stuff. I don't even have to mention that stuff. But for people like me and you, we kind of need those steps.
I mean, yeah, sure. We're
But
the generation that brought the internet to y'all, but
right, we gave it to you, but you motherfuckers
took
fucking
took it to.
made it.
I mean, they took.
Made it what it is.
Yeah, and I guess that's the way it's
Fuck.
supposed to be. Every generation is supposed to improve. All right.
Yep.
Well, hey, this has been a very, very. We've minded our p's and
Oh,
q's. I guess
well, we covered a lot of ground.
it is true, and we're kind of practicing for when we do the crossover, because we're gonna be doing. I don't know if you paid attention to the Powerhouse. We had this little promo where everything sounds all fucked up because you hear rebellion, cursory overload, Pato, and we're talking about doing a crossover. We'll be going over all three Terminator movies. And I say three because we're talking about Terminator, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Dark Fate as soon as this mofo watches it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to do that.
So when we do that, we're gonna do we're gonna bite on what the CW does, and we're gonna do a crossover. And one of the episodes
We're
will
gonna
be
step into the multiverse.
the multiverse. Yeah, so one episode will be in Rebellion where we will have to mind our p's and q's. In fact, today's episode I dropped an f-bomb, but luckily I was able to edit it out.
Beep.
Well, no, not like that. I just cut it out, but you can still tell that I said it, and then of course that right after that I'm talking about how, oh, don't worry, I'll take it out. But yeah, it's hard. You get used to speaking a
Talking
certain
without
way
restraints.
without restraints. Yeah, and but it's fun. All right.
So, well, I think we should probably wrap this up. Like I said, I still gotta go check on baby girl. She is sick.
Definitely, you go take care of that, man. And I have to work, and it's 8 o'clock here, and before you know it, 2 a.m. will be rolling around. The
Ugh.
alarm will be going off, and
Oh, yuck.
that's how I roll. But anyway,
Okay.
thank you for listening. If you're still with us at this time, we appreciate each and every single one of you. All you,
Everything. We love you.
yeah, you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes. I don't want you to get spoiled and with all this
And all
courtesy,
you
with all
sons
this
of
courtesy.
bitches that ain't a motherfucker.
Okay, well, you ain't a motherfucker. You're a son of a bitch. Okay, that's you're putting it.
You one of them.
All right,
One of
so
them. You're gonna fall in that category.
I see. Well, all I'm
Listen,
saying is because that courtesy overload thing we've been doing, we gotta. I don't know.
it's all good.
It's
It's
all
all good.
right.
We talk. We just talk with no restraints. If it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just it is what it is. You can't force it. You can't force the funk.
Yeah, you can rush perfection. All right,
That's
so
right. You gotta let it roll.
yeah. Okay. Well, that being said, I think that's about all the show we got for tonight.
Yep. We
And
got more coming.
more coming. And thank you for tuning in.
Alrighty then.
All righty.
Later.
Later.
You're listening to Cursory Overload.